Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of this Glory Hunter season. As you will know from the first episode, we have taken charge of Newcastle. We are in season 1, and over the course of the next 20 seasons, we're trying to win all the domestic leagues and cups, as well as the European trophies in the top 5 leagues in Europe. We're kicking off with a double game week. We have highlights of our first game against Everton in the league. We'll also bring you the goals from the games against Arsenal and West Ham, and we'll finish off with the highlights from the game against Spurs in the EFL third round. And so we've suffered our first defeat of the league season, as we can see here, in a 2-1 loss away to Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. As you can see, William Saliba did open the scoring as early as the 3rd minute. We will show you the goals now. As we can see, Declan Rice whipping in a corner, Saliba there to head home. A little bit too easy probably from the corner in our part. Towards the end of the second half, you see Gabriel Jesus getting onto an incredible through ball to make it 2-0. We did score a goal in the second half, as we see Tonali breaking down the left-hand side, fires it back to Harvey Barnes, but nothing more than a consolation 3 minutes into the second half. It did finish that way, and we picked ourselves up after that with a 1-0 win at home to Newcastle. As you can see, Alexander Isak back on the score sheet, making it 5 goals in 6 games. Joe Linton also gets sent off in the 73rd minute of that game, which is a little disappointing. As we can see, Matty Target breaking down the left-hand wing here. It's a big cross in, missed by 2 or 3 defenders on the way through, and Isak with the first time finish. The game finished that way. We kind of dominated a little bit more, not by any great stretch, but we came away with a 1-0 win. As we currently sit 4th in the league. We'll have a quick look at the league table. As we can see here, 5 wins out of 6 games. We have 15 points, obviously. We have a +8 goal advantage. And as we can see here, we're only behind Man City, who have won all 6 of their games. Liverpool have won 5, and in their most recent game, drew 0-0 with Arsenal. So they both have 16 points as well, followed by ourselves. We do have a little 2-point cushion over Aston Villa and Brighton at the minute. But we're about to play the EFL Carabao Cup 3rd round game against Spurs. We are away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, of course. We do have some changes to make. As we see here, we're going to bring Joe Willock in for Joe Linton, who's suspended. We're going to keep Matty Target in at left back, as Lewis Hall still isn't fit. We do have Lloyd Kelly is returning from his injury. We're going to keep him on the bench for now. We're going to bring Jamal Lascelles in here. We will keep Lloyd Kelly out, actually. Sean Longstaff's not fully fit. We'll bring in Sean Longstaff onto the bench as well. We'll bring in Kieran Trippier also. So Joe Willock and Jamal Lascelles, they're struggling a little bit on fitness. They probably won't play the full 90 minutes. Would be great if they could, but we are aware of that. We'll make changes if necessary. The media have given you a lot of credit lately. Go out there and put on a worthy display. I agree with that. We see the Spurs lineup. Obviously, as a Spurs fan, I know this is a very strong lineup. Wilson Odegaard on the right wing. No Son starting in this game, which is probably the one that's a little bit surprising. But that is a strong team, and we are certainly in for a game. The stadium looks empty, which is a little bit surprising, but we are kicking off. The other games we see, Arsenal are playing Bournemouth, Coventry hosting Aston Villa. Kieran Trippier whipping in a corner. It's met by, I think that was Isak, maybe. It was a good save by Vicario. Gordon picks up the loose ball, looks to bring forward, finds Sven Botman, brings out left to Matty Target. Goes back again to Tonali. Target again. We're retaining the ball pretty well here. Willock finds a nice pass into Harvey Barnes. Plays it across to Isak. And there it is for 1-0. 7 minutes in. There's suspicion of offside. I've already got ahead of myself. And it is disallowed, which is disappointing. I think Harvey Barnes there was the one to stray offside. Yeah, just goes a little too early. It's a good line by Romero and Van de Ven, in fairness. It was a good cross in as well, but unfortunately ruled out. In other games, we see Man City are playing Liverpool as well, so that'll be a big game. Porro takes the throw and finds Brian Johnson. A nice tackle by Barnes there. Can't find a loose ball. Bruno Guimaraes cuts it out. Tonali gives the ball away again. Gives it straight to Sarr. He finds Madison. And the deflected shot goes in for 1-0. Sandro Tonali is a player that's just not working for me at the minute. As we see here, just a loose pass. It's a cheap pass. Gives it to Papsar. Finds Madison. Turns far too easily here. Takes the shot. It is deflected in Osfin Botman. Just wrong foot, so to say. And that is disappointing. I'm going to make a little change here. So I'm going to change Tonali into a box-to-box man. Let's do that. I'm going to change the mentality up to very attacking. But Sandro Tonali is just one of those players that I haven't quite figured him out just yet. He's a little bit, I don't know if lazy is the right word, but he gives the ball away often, and it's a poor cross as well from Matty Target. Madison brings the ball forward, looks for Brennan Johnson on the wing. Cut out the pass. No, yes, Harvey Barnes comes back to make the interception. Plays a lovely pass out down to Gordon on the right wing. Looks for Bruno. Plays a lovely 1-2. Bruno makes a nice break up the wing. Can we get a cross in? Tries to get past the Dogi, cuts it out, but the ball does come to him, and it's there. Dogi misplaces the ball actually. Anthony Gordon intercepts, plays a lovely cross to Harvey Barnes, the back post, who makes it 1-1. So you see here, Udogie just a little bit careless here. Actually, Van de Ven really with a poor pass. Gordon intercepts and finds Harvey Barnes to make it 1-1. So we're back in it. We're not dead and buried yet. Still a lot of football to be played. Just as we look at the other fixtures, Southampton currently beating Burnley. Poirot with a throw-in finds Bentancur, finds Madison. He's back to Udogie. He's going to have a go from distance, but it's wide. So that's fine. That's nothing to worry about. Guimaraes struggling for fitness. Might need to bring him out. He's not playing great either. Let me demand more. Let's go into half time. So 1-1 at the end of the first half. Far from pleased. Let's go with that. Everybody's fired up. I like that. That's the kind of reaction you want to see. Bruno Guimaraes on a yellow card and struggling for fitness, so he's not going to last much longer. Trippier with a free kick. He's having a go. Vicario makes a save. Ball's cleared by Van de Ven. Out for a throw-in, of which nothing comes from. So Joe Willock's not playing great. Sandro Tonali is not playing great. Guimaraes is struggling. With 3 midfielders, we only really have 2 on the bench. There's a free kick here. Let's cut this back to see what comes of it, and nothing comes of it because nothing ever does. As soon as we go in here, of course there's no highlight. We're going to bring Tonali back into here. We'll set you up as a deep line playmaker. We'll go with. We'll bring Sean Longstaff in here. We'll bring Lewis Miley in yet. We'll bring him in because he does suit a Mid-Zeller role as well. So we'll go with that for now. We'll change it up in midfield. Anthony Gordon struggling now. Harvey Barnes is struggling. Alexander Isak is struggling. Tonali is struggling. All these guys are off. That's because they're playing every game and playing the majority of these games as well. Kept alive. Finds Barnes. Nice interception from Pedro Porro there. Looks for Madison. Plays a nice ball to Brennan Johnson. Intercepted by Sven Botman. Tonali finds Barnes. And that's a loose pass from Harvey Barnes. Intercepted by Udogie. He finds there's a lovely bit of passing going on here. And that's a very nice goal by Papsar, which I am furious about. Because I'm not sure who that is. If I can't click on Lewis Miley, is it? Just runs too far ahead of the ball. Brennan Johnson. Madison feeds Johnson. He feeds it into Sarr. It's a good finish from the young midfielder, in fairness. Can't be annoyed about that. I can't be annoyed about that because we should do better. Gordon and Harvey Barnes need to be replaced here because of their fitness. Sean Longstaff cutting in. It's cut out. Finds Archie Gray. There's a nice tackle there by Tonali. Had to be a perfect tackle because he's on a yellow card. Archie Gray, lovely bit of football. Richardson's having a go. He's hit the post. It's a very good effort from Richardson. We've 20 minutes left. We need to change things. Who's that? Sandro Tonali playing a 6.2. That is not good enough. Gordon with a big deep cross into the back. Returned by Botman. Can I get a cross in? Who's looking for the pass? Sean Longstaff is having a go. Come off the crossbar, is it? Tonali, you're killing me. Longstaff can play in there. Almiron, not really. Jacob Murphy, no. Can any of these guys step forward in the defensive midfield? Not really. No. Maybe we will do this. Tonali, you're not the answer, kid. I think this is what it is. What's your penalty taking like? I need to look at penalty takers just in the slim possibility that we might get that far. Do you know what? I'm going to keep Matty Target in. I'm going to bring in Murphy and Almiron. There's a lot of action going on down here. Spurs have a corner. We beat them 4-1 in the league just a couple of weeks ago, and they really have not taken a swell at all. Jamal Sales is not covering himself in glory. Your Tripper is having a poor game. Alexander Isak is just not involved. Berate them again. I think we're going out of the Cup. I think we can cross off the League Cup for this season. Don't think it's going to happen. Target will throw in the Fabian Schär, who just... I mean, Jamal Sales. Jamal Sales, you are done. You will not play again for me. You will be sold in January. Fabian Schär plays. I mean, it's a poor ball. Lascelles just stands and watches it. Isn't aware of Timo Werner. And as a Spurs fan, as much as I want good things for him, if Timo Werner's scoring against you, you're not having a good day. And even looking at the pass maps, we're very deep in this one. We should be doing better. 3-1 out of the League Cup. I don't know if throwing the water bottle is appropriate. I mean, it should be. Throw a water bottle. Should have done better. Stressed, anxious, lacks belief. You should be stressed. That was a poor result. Wonder if there will be any complaints from the players. But we're going to finish up that episode. It's been very much a mixed bag. We've had 2 wins and 2 defeats in 4 games. We go into our next games against the top 2, Liverpool and Man City, followed by Crystal Palace and Southampton. But we do have a little bit of an easier run after that. We then follow up with Ipswich and Wolves and Aston Villa before Brentford, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, Brighton, Leicester, and Chelsea and Spurs at the end of the calendar year. Those will come in future episodes, of course. If you've been enjoying the series so far, I realize we are only 2 episodes deep. There is a lot more to come. We are doing a Glory Hunter challenge, so we're in this for up to 20 seasons. Hopefully we can cross off some trophies in the seasons to come. If you are enjoying it, please do hit that subscribe button. Your support is very much appreciated. Do like, share, comment, all the rest. We'd love to hear your feedback as well. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, thank you and take care.